My next guest has got an awesome fight coming up here against Michel Pereira at UFC 264 on July 10th. It is Niko Price, the hybrid, back here on the program. Niko, how are you, sir?
Great. How you doing today, James?
Doing very well. So glad we can make this happen. A little tech issues. That's why we're doing this on audio. But first off, just your excitement level of getting to fight a guy like Michel Pereira. You went from Cowboy Cerrone to now one of the most exciting fighters in the UFC.
Yep. I'm stoked, man. I get to go in there with another great showman like myself. Just a different type of showman, you know. He does crazy acrobats in there. He's going to jump off a cage. He's going to try to flip at me. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, no, we're looking forward to it. Now, I know we haven't seen you since September. You were telling me that there was that whole thing with, what was it, cannabis? What happened there? How come you had a bit of a layoff coming into this one?
Yeah, so my cannabis levels were a little high on it was supposed to be like, it was over 150. But, I mean, I was, I couldn't sleep the night before, so I took a hit of a pen, and it just came up wrong.
Which is crazy, because aren't they trying to clean that up? I know, like, Vegas and all that, they're trying to, bring that in there, because it seems kind of ridiculous. Like, it obviously had no effect on your fight other than you got a good night's sleep, right?
That's all, but It doesn't matter anymore. I'm completely sober now. I'm not going back to doing it because I just don't want to have that happen again where I have to get fined for another $8,500.
It was $8,500. That's crazy. That's nuts.
Yeah, well, $8,600 actually.
Oh man. Okay. Well, hopefully you can get some bonus money in this fight. It looks like it could be potential here because of the matchup. This has got fight of the night written all over it. Style-wise, how do you feel like you match up against Michel Pereira in this fight?
Oh, great. I finish people in unorthodox ways and in ways that no one's ever seen. So it's going to fall right into his style. He's going to do something that I've never seen, and I'm going to have to react in a way that no one else has ever seen, and I'm going to capitalize.
We were talking earlier. I know you got some work in today with Colby Covington. What's it like getting to be in the room with him, a guy who's known for his high pace and work ethic in the gym?
Yeah, man, he's in here. He grinds, dude. He gets it done. He's just nonstop. I did his strength and conditioning today, and it lets me know how much more I have to do to be great, to be the top of the division.
Has he become somewhat of a leader in the room? I know he's been there now for, I want to say it's been about a year now since he's been with your gym. Do you get that sense that he's sort of leading by example there? Because it seems like everyone I've talked to there really loves having him in the gym.
Oh yeah, man. He's just he's a great idol. Like when he gets in there, he doesn't talk too much. He just gets to work, gets it done, gets to his rehab after, he starts recoveries, eating, drinking water, doing shakes, and then he's right back at it.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's definitely setting a pace there. Training partners, who are some of the main guys you've been working with ahead of this fight?
Miguel Baeza, that's one of my main sparring partners. I love coming here, and me and him get at least minimal 5 rounds in every time I'm here with him. And there's a couple PFL guys that are here. Nikolai, he's fighting tonight. He'll be fighting the
Ray
the
Cooper, who missed weight. I saw that earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, he missed. When they said the weight 171 and 3/4 over, I was like, what? I mean, that's not right.
Yeah.
But he's an underdog actually. Nikolai's favored to win, which he's gonna. Mm-hmm. The dude's a beast.
Absolutely. Yeah. No.
And then Cesar Ferreira, I got to work with him a lot. He's fighting tonight.
Chris Camozzi, yeah, no, I know he's a lot of good guys. I mean, that's kind of cool too that you have a lot of training partners that have fights or upcoming fights. Like Miguel just fought against Ponzinibbio a little while back, so it must be nice having guys that are all getting ready at the same time.
Yep, and then we're all on that high pace. We all get that fighting mindset, and it builds together. And it builds that confidence. It builds the energy in the room, and it builds champions.
How's the weight cut going ahead of this fight?
Oh, man, great. I actually have to eat more because the other day I was getting too light. I was like, oh, no, I'm at 180. I got to eat some carbs again. So now I'm back up to 186 and holding strong there, and then I'll start tampering down in probably a week or two, get to around 178, and then come into the fight week and just have a nice, easy weight cut.
Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
I'm going to have my coach, Mike Nolling, Patrick Moran, and my other coach, Nick.
How's this fight playing out on July 10th? Like I said, this has got Fight of the Night written all over it.
Don't blink. That's all I can tell you, because something crazy is going to happen with me and that guy in the cage.
Yeah. Well, that's the fun part, right? Like, he's going to come forward and he's going to do some crazy stuff. Like, I think both of you are kind of, have some unorthodox striking. So it could be really fun, man. I think it's going to be like a masterpiece in there. You know what I mean?
Totally. It's going to be a Picasso, man. We're just going to sit there, get a wet canvas or a blank canvas and start throwing blood at it.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. A name like Michel Pereira definitely looks good on the resume. You just had that fight with Cowboy Cerrone. Like, where do you see a win putting you in the division? Because you're one of those guys who's always exciting, and I know especially a finish in this fight would really propel you up the rankings, I would think.
I'm hoping top 15 after this, like, at least if it doesn't put me in the top 15, let me fight one of those top 15s, and let me get my foot in the door again,
Yeah.
Dude, I'm on fire right now. In camp, I feel technically sound. My conditioning is great. I'm strong. I'm lean, and I'm ready to throw these hands, dude, and put exciting fights on. Put people to sleep.
Does it add a little bit more knowing you're on a Conor McGregor card? I mean, that always brings a lot more eyeballs to an event like this.
Totally. I was so excited when they put me on this card, because I was like, all right, man. So everyone's definitely going to see me because they're going to be looking at Conor. So I'm just going to take all their eyes that are looking at Conor and make them look at me. Yeah.
And the benefit is too, you get a finish. Maybe they put that in the pay-per-view. Like, there's a lot of cool things that could happen in this fight. So that's really awesome as well. What about downtime? What's that looking like during camp? Are you watching all other fights? Are you watching some TV? Are you doing home renovations? What would I find you doing when you're not in training? Because I know you're a busy guy.
Just look next to water and I'm fishing.
Yeah? What is it with MMA fighters and fishing, man? There's so many now. It seems like there's so many fishing fighters that love to fish.
So since I was 16 years old, I got my license, started driving around in my truck. I always have a fishing pole in my truck.
Yeah?
Always. Everywhere I go.
Have you caught anything good recently?
Oh, yeah. Last week on my way here to Miami to spar, I got a couple peacock bass. You ever hear of a leopard cichlid? They're sick.
I haven't, but I'm going to go Google that right after. It does sound pretty cool. I got to go check that out.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of one. They're not big, but they just are so exotic looking.
Nice.
Today on my way to Miami to train here with Colby, I caught 8 largemouth bass, 2 leopard cichlids, and I hooked the peacock bass, but I missed them. Yeah, man, I love fishing.
That's cool. Yeah, who was I talking to the other day? Ian Heinisch, who's now at Sanford MMA. He was telling me he's like hooked on fishing now since he moved to Florida. And I know there's a lot of fishermen, right? Even McGregor said he's a good fisherman. You got Gregor Gillespie, Bryce Mitchell. Like, I think there should be like an MMA fishing competition at some point. What do you think?
I plan on setting one up in the near future here with my buddy Clay Guida.
Yeah, oh yeah, Clay's into it too. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Clay comes down to Cape Coral where I live, and he's got a house out there, and whenever he's down, he hits me up, and we always talk, and I can't wait. We're going to actually go fishing soon. We're going to go peacock fishing.
That's awesome, man. What's it like getting to fish with Clay Guida? I'm sure that's a great guy to have out there, when you're passing time, trading stories. What's it like getting to go out with Clay?
It's just awesome, man. He breaks you in on the sport, breaks you in on, like, everything, and then, he gives you knowledge, mentors you. And then we go catch a lot of fish, man. It's awesome.
It's a win-win. Yeah, no, I'd say so. How do you know Clay Guida? Like, what's the connection there?
I met him, I think it was at Steve Tomatoes a while ago, and we were doing some showing. I was there for a sponsored thing, and then he was just there hanging out. And I saw him, I'm like, dude, like, you're one of my favorite fighters ever. And then he shook my hand, and then from there on, we were just buddies. He called me in to go wrestle with him one day at Cypress High School. He had a whole bunch of his guys there, his brother, and a few other guys. And we wrestled, we did jiu-jitsu, and then ever since then, whenever he's down, he comes and trains with me and my boxing coach. He trains with me and my jiu-jitsu coach whenever he's in Cape. It's a great relationship. The guy is awesome, man. Nothing but good things about Clay.
This interview was awesome, Niko. Thanks so much for the time. Always appreciate you taking it. We're really looking forward to this card. It's UFC 264 on July 10th. Anyone you want to thank? Any sponsors? Any social media? I'll give you the last word.
Totally, man. I want to thank my biggest sponsor of all, Roman Roofing, man. The guy hooks me up everywhere. Norm, he's the nicest guy ever. Came out of nowhere. Helps me the most. Just a great guy in general. His company is Roman Roofing, and they're the best roofing company in the Cape. And then also Lean Box, they do my food, my meal, all my meals and everything, my nutrition. They're the ones who got me back up to weight and keeping me healthy at this weight, to where when it gets to fight week, once I stop doing all the food and all the carbs, I'm going to drop the weight instantly, and then I'm going to be shredded.